Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boys, the Piledriver podcast, and we are back. Man. So we got a weekend we're going to talk about a little bit, and then the weekend coming up, though. That is the topic of discussion tonight, boys. This Saturday, NEOPro Wrestling returns to Canton, to Stark County Fairgrounds, and it's time for Endgame.
I'm real excited for this one. Real excited because we still have a mystery guest that we do not know who's going to be in. You know, we got two cage matches.
Oh shit!
I just want to show my shirt off. I'm in my Browsy Knuckles era tonight, so like Vince was saying, two cage matches. We have a War Games style cage match between Team Matthew Taylor going up against I assume it was Team Canton at one point with Dominic and Wilbur and Dontavio. But now with Dominic Guarini being injured, we do have someone else coming in. There will be a mystery partner. We have no idea who it is, although we do have some good ideas. Let's talk about this past yesterday. Saturday night, Exodus once again invaded the tree lawn. It was okay.
Yep. Was it Usual Suspects? Stealing another name of a old movie. Yeah, it was okay. I'll definitely agree with Mike.
I was not there. I cannot.
Yeah, Tony wasn't able to make it. It was us in the Cole Johnson family.
Yep.
I watched the Ashton match on YouTube. Yeah, I didn't mind.
That was definitely that was the highlight of the night for me, at least.
Definitely one of the highlights of the night. It wasn't the show itself was like I said, I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm not really the biggest fan of just, I don't know. I don't want to say boring matches, but some of the matches were boring. And I do have a big gripe, by the way, because I know we're not going to talk about it a bunch, but we did see Miles Jacobs in a one-on-one match. I forget the name of who he fought. I'm going to look it up right now.
Hold on. I got you. Oh, wait. No, was that the pre-show?
Yeah. Brandon Beretta.
It was.
Brandon Beretta. Okay. Brandon Beretta looks like a machine, Tony. It wasn't on the pre-show, I don't believe.
No, it was our fourth match.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
He looks like a machine, but my gripe with this one is that Miles Jacobs' shoulder was completely off the mat. I'm talking one shoulder was down. It was very visible that both shoulders were not down. And he took a hit. I don't know. Brandon Beretta looks like he could be a fucking stud. He does very much. He looks like a creative wrestler. Like when you turn on WWE 24 and you hit, base, and you pick your base character with that base black singlet. That's what he looks like. Buzz cut hair.
One of the Creed brothers.
Yes, Vince said this on the way home. On the way home, he looked like one of the Creed brothers, and I will give him that. He did look like a mix of a Creed brother and a Kurt Angle. Like he looked like he could wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a shoot wrestler.
Yep, definitely a shoot wrestler.
So I was kind of impressed by him during the match, but I did not like that the shoulder. I mean, I'm not saying it's
very obviously,
but it was very obviously up. It was very obviously off the mat and just.
Yeah, I mean, like Mike said, there was a few times yesterday where I think a lot of us were kind of confused, or maybe like we were like, what's going on? I mean, even at the main event too, like it was kind of complete chaos. But I mean, do you want to start at the top, Mike?
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Okay, so the opening match was a tag team match. Rex Brody, J-Rock, Major League is what they call themselves, and then TME. But originally, Alienated Youth came out.
It was an open challenge.
An open challenge, yep.
That's cool. Alienated Youth made it on there.
They didn't get, but
they
the
didn't.
end of the stage. they got thrown in the back by TME, which is I only know their first names is Duke and Gannon.
Duke Davis and Gannon Jones. Hey, the main event, Tony, that's what they call themselves, TME. And I'm telling you, these boys are built like brick shit houses. Both of them are fucking 6'4", 6'5", and they're rocking it at a solid 250. Like, looking just beefy.
I mean,
yep, real beefy.
That's what I was saying to Jen earlier today about NWA and Exodus and everything. Is it's like that old, it's the old style wrestling. They like those really big beefy guys, man. That's the style of show that they are of company,
I mean, I agree with that because there's not really many. The dude that Ashton fought Sebastian the Match for the Canvas, he is one of them, and Ashton is
right,
not
big
one
boy,
of them.
Right.
So and that was a good match. But go ahead, Vince. I'm sorry. We had TME came out, bro, and
yeah, they murdered everyone right away. So they kicked the alienated youth out back to the locker room, and then immediately went to work on J-Rock Daddy. I mean, I obviously got a little smile after watching him getting slammed on the stage itself, but for a long time in this match, it was only Rex Brody. It was a handicap match. George, the referee, came in and pulled J-Rock out, and then we didn't see him for a solid, I'd say at least almost 10 minutes. Like, it was like 8 minutes.
Dang.
Yeah, that Rex was in the ring just getting demolished by these big boys.
The one move that I was really impressed with was Duke handed Rex to Gannon over the top rope, and then he had him set up, picked him straight up, had him in the inverted position. So he got handed from.
Oh yeah, Tony.
Oh.
So yeah, he freaking picks him up, dude, like backwards or like gorilla press style.
Gorilla press,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
His partner reaches over the top rope and grabs his head like a DDT, throws him up, and then Duke Davis literally gorilla presses this man up in the air, and his Gannon holds him up over the top rope for a vertical suplex. It was fucking crazy.
It was to start. That was I was like, holy hell, this is actually on fire already. Even then, even after that, J-Rock came out. He did try his best. But the one that I was like, whoa, Rex went for a dive. I think he was gonna go dive on Gannon, and Duke speared him midair.
Oh yeah. I'm in there. I've seen my boy in the comment section, Hong Kong. Yeah, but Rick, like Vince was saying, I didn't mean to cut him off. Miles Jacobs in the comments hanging out said, "What's up?" Yeah, he jumped off the top rope, Tony, and he just caught it, just grossly Roman Reigns-esque, right in the middle. Blah, Rex. If anything, Rex got fucking heart, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. And I mean, if anybody, I know you guys are pretty familiar with Rex Brody, but if anybody else knows who that is, he's not a big guy. He's very small. He's very, I mean, I hate to say this, he's short. He's not a tall guy. He's not a big beefy guy. And these two guys are probably twice their size, twice Rex's size. So, and then Gannon and Duke have this finisher that they do. It's like a duo finisher. It's like a high kick to like a sit down power bomb. It's I don't remember who does what.
Oh, so Tony, yeah, I think Duke Davis does the picking up. He picks him up like he's gonna do it like an inverted atomic drop kind of deal. Right?
Oh, right, and
but he picks him up and just holds him up there, and then Duke Gannon jumps and does like Ashton Day kind of drop kick with one foot, like a calf kick kind of deal.
Got it. Right.
And then he falls into a sit-down powerbomb. Said my shirt looked good.
Hey.
Yep.
So now we do officially have new champs. So TME, the main event, ended up taking home NEOPro Tag Team Gold.
New Exodus Pro Tag Team Champions, TME. And I mean, I've seen these guys before a few times, and Miles Jacobs in the comments says they are really big guys, bigger in person. I was in person. They were literally, we were in the second row, Tony. They were standing right in front of us. These fucking dudes are huge.
Huge.
yeah, so that was a pretty good match. This next match, like, I actually did not know who was fighting Backlund. I knew Backlund was coming, but I guess I must have missed that card on
Oh.
Instagram or whatever.
Oh,
So I definitely marked out a little more than I usually would because, of course, one of my favorite legends, Trevor Murdoch, showed up. This man,
Former WWE Tag Team Champion, just absolute monster.
I believe he's actually holding the NWA tag team titles right now. I don't remember.
I was going to say that's
okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Maybe
sure who
still
his
Mike
partner
Knox?
is.
Maybe Mike Knox
It
still.
might
I
be.
know.
I was going to say I'm going to Google right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, I got breaking news for later. We'll talk about it later.
Oh,
I got
okay.
Nice.
a Piledriver
Nice.
exclusive.
Well,
Love to see it.
while you look that up, I'll just kind of like say my couple pieces on this match. I kind of give Hayden Backlund a lot of grief in the past, like seeing him at NEOPro and stuff. He actually shelled out a little harder at XO. It was kind of cool to see.
It's
But
Knox. It's Knox.
It
Miles
is
Jacobs
Knox,
said
so
it is.
cool.
Yeah, I got sidetracked because real quick, I do just want to throw this out here. It's non-wrestling related. The Cavaliers have beaten the Charlotte Hornets tonight. I believe that's 15-0, ladies and gentlemen. Cleveland is on a streak. We are the best team in the fucking NBA. So, Brown got their ass kicked, but the Cavs are rocking.
Yeah. So I gotta give Hayden a little bit of more credit now because he definitely like held his own. Some of those chops that Trevor gave him were brutal. Like his chest was ground meat.
Oh, we got some of this. We got some of this beautiful footage. This beautiful roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh yeah.
So at the beginning of the video, I called like he hit him, and I was like, right here, do it right in front of us. And he came back over. Here, and I
He pointed right at
you. Yeah.
And thanks, Trevor. Did you hear me say that? Thanks, Trevor. Dude, it was nuts. Like he slapped this man with that chop, Tony, and immediately, not red. That shit was black.
There was actually a spot on his belly that you could see the digits.
Dude, and then, he got him in the corner at one point, and he fucking gave him a stiff to the belly, and you could fucking, like, he slammed him, Tony, and, like, I saw a freaking right handprint, like, right here on this dude's fucking stomach, and it was, like, it was purple and red. It was horribly disgusting. I was like, oh my God. Like, I felt bad for him. We saw him afterwards during intermission. He was at his table hanging out. I was like, how's your chest feeling, bro? He said, it hurts like shit. All right. Dude. So, I'm pretty sure everybody here at the Piledriver podcast has taken, I know that Tony and I have. I don't know if Vince has taken one from somebody real.
Okay.
Everyone gives me the baby one. I'm waiting for the
No. It's gonna come, and they're not fun. But my chest has never immediately turned black. So I know that he hit him like with one of those punching bag things where it measures how much you punched. Dude, he hit him with like an 8. He hit him with like 800 shots.
Right.
It was rough. He did hold his own. It was a pretty solid match. We know Hayden Backlund. We've seen him multiple times at NEOPro. I did see he is not going to be at this next NEOPro, which makes me kind of salty. He will not be there this weekend. But he did hold his own against Trevor Murdoch. It was wow.
Yeah,
the chops were fucking fire.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. Trevor ended up actually ending it with a big like top rope elbow drop, which was just awesome to see.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to climb up. It kind of scared me when he did climb up to the top rope.
And he's lost a lot of weight too, which is actually really awesome to see somebody his age, like kind of putting in more work for himself. So
I thought he was gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
Like they did the whole retirement thing with him a while back. I thought he was gonna be done.
But then This next match was, I think, match of the night. I'm gonna just call it that. Because obviously we do all here on the Piledriver podcast back Ashton Day. So it was Ashton Day versus Sebastian, which is what's his nickname, Mike? It's Master.
The master of the canvas.
There you go. And this was a strap match.
Hey, I mean, I really liked I was gonna say I really liked the gimmick.
Yeah, his paintings cool. I like that. You know, he'll paint and give like people the paintings or sell them and stuff. And like I saw like one of his fans had one that said, what do you call it? Like that. Had a painting with Master on it. And then but yeah, this was dope. This was another, you know, we've seen strap matches before. It's like a toe strap match. It's not like a dog collar match.
Right.
And, it was really, you know, this was a banger. Both these guys shelled out. I've seen Sebastian a few times, but obviously, you know, Ashton, we're sitting there cheering our heads off. We actually, I genuinely think that like people were getting upset with us, like behind us, because we were cheering for Ashton, because you could hear people being like, Ashton sucks. And then we're just like, oh, really? Ashton.
Right.
We kept starting, dude, and then eventually it caught on, and Ashton was, you know.
Hell yeah.
I mean, obviously they cheered for him when he came out. You know, some did, some booed him when he came out. Because obviously the whole EC3 thing and him having beef with EC3 and their whole little feud they had at the beginning of Exodus. And, you know, some people obviously aren't fans of Action Day. That's okay. But I feel like we definitely helped we definitely helped win a couple over last night. And just the match itself was good. Ashton took a nice couple lashes to the back, dude. I'm talking, they were mean. He did return the favor on Sebastian, but and I don't know. We got to figure out something with these videos that I can make them when I add them that they're just automatically paused at the beginning, because when I click it takes a minute and it starts playing. Yeah, and then we only catch a half of it. I got to rewind it. But this was the final moments of the match. Ashton Day bringing back the daydream, and he walks away with the victory. I mean, this look again, like Vince said, being Ashton Day fans, this is one of my favorite fucking moves that he's ever done. I've told him this a billion times. This is the move that he used to win the mega title. This move needs to make a comeback. And for him to bring it back at Exodus to defeat Master of the Canvas, Sebastian.
With a strap attached to, mind you.
Yes, and strap attached during the match only made it that much more difficult.
So, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was an awesome match.
We kind of
talked. Go ahead.
Yeah, we kind of went over this next match, Brandon Beretta versus Miles Jacobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I always get hyped when I see Miles. It's kind of funny to say, but I do believe that he is one of my wife's favorite wrestlers too. She loves the honk. So I'll make sure next time I'm around you, Miles, since I know you're in the chat, I will embarrass her by bringing her over and getting a photo of you and her.
You need to get Liz a Honkamania.
Yeah,
or a Honkamania shirt. Mm-hmm.
That'd be funny. Yeah, I mean, it was a good match. Again, just always great to see Jacobs. Beretta has a lot of potential. I want to see more out of him in the future. And then
I agree.
I
agree. And the only thing I disagreed with, like I said earlier, and I said this, I saw posted a couple places. I know Miles posted it. I believe it was on his TikTok. The shoulder was up, and Miles as a referee, I get it. Referee's decision was final, man. Maybe he didn't see Miles' shoulder up, but Miles' shoulder was clearly up. Maybe that ref needs some new glasses. He can borrow mine, I guess. But unfortunately, Miles Jacobs went home with the loss in the column, and that's okay. I think the funnier story out of this, Vince, is what happened afterwards. So, Tony, I know you don't know the storylines and what's been going down at Exodus. Well, the past couple shows, they've had battle royals where Mike from State Farm, he is one of the sponsors. He has given away a cash prize of $5,000 for
That
the
was
first
15.
one, and for the
Oh,
first one, and
yep.
$10,000 for the second one.
That's right, but that wasn't
Pastor
legit. That was like,
Pastor CeeLo interjected himself in the first battle royal and snuck away with the victory. Mike, being upset that CeeLo did this, forbid CeeLo from being in the next battle royal that was worth $10,000. This is where CeeLo. CeeLo employed the help of Pretty Boy Smooth, the giant current NWA Midwest champion, to go into this battle royal. To which PB then went on and won, and handed the $10,000 check to CeeLo. We come to find out last night that Mike from State Farm has been training. He's been in the gym.
oh,
He's going to wrestle. He wants to wrestle. So after Brandon Beretta wins this match against Miles Jacobs, Mike from State Farm comes out, moose knuckle in his singlet and all, and challenges Brandon Beretta to a match.
It was funny because they both kind of had like, pretty basic singlets. So I was like,
the same gear on. One was in a black one and one was in a red one. His had a State Farm logo in the middle of it. Like,
oh, I couldn't even see that. Okay, that's actually hilarious.
So next month or January, I believe January 18th, Exodus is coming back, and Mike from State Farm will be going one-on-one with Brandon Beretta because he did accept the challenge by saying one word, fine.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that Brandon Beretta was a man of very few words. Amanda from Spats and Amanda in the Morning came up to interview him, and she was like, "How do you feel after that win?" And he's like, "Good."
Like it was intro music. He didn't even have an entrance music.
Yeah,
Remember,
he just came out. Yep.
Weird. Okay.
maybe it's the shtick, man. Who knows? But
yeah, right.
So it was a solid match. He did
shit.
All right, so but real quick on it, and then we can move on to the next match. While the shoulder was up, if you know Miles Jacobs, and Miles, this is no slight to you, you know I love you. Miles isn't a little fella. For him to body Miles the way he did in this fisherman suplex, Tony, was just pure strength. Just lifted Miles up and racked him down. It was beautiful. So that was top notch. But again, Miles' shoulder wasn't on the mat, so in my book, he didn't lose.
Right.
It is what it is. I believe we went to intermission after that, or did we have another match?
We had one more match. So it was a Aaron Stevens challenge.
To the winners go the
spoils. So we saw the Slime Balls, which is Tommy and Sage, with Carson Drake, which they don't really mesh well at all. I mean, they're two polar opposite groups.
This right here?
Yeah, oh God. I saw somebody making fun of him doing that when he was like out during intermission. I kind of got a good chuckle. But then they were up against Lord Crew, Man Bun Jesus, and Sam Beal, the Perminator. This was an interesting match because the whole concept of it was that Aaron had a briefcase that had how many titles? Was it three total titles? All the NWA titles.
It's two titles. It's two titles, but technically it's three belts. So in this briefcase, Tony, it's essentially a Money in the Bank. It's essentially the Money in the Bank. In the briefcase, there's a contract for a tag team title match and the NWA Midwest title match, which is the title currently held by Pretty Boy Smooth. And then the tag team champions are now PME. So essentially, the Slime Balls can go after PM or TME whenever they want, and Carson Drake can go after PB Smooth anytime he wants.
Right.
I kind of want to see that. Which we will. This was a very interesting match right away. Aaron Stevens kind of took care of some business. He disbanded the Groovy Grizzlies, Man Bun Jesus' little homies. Knowing that they very well were gonna have a little fun while they're in there. I love that. I think it's awesome that he's got two I don't want to call them managers, just groupies or homies or something.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
This was like kind of all over the place.
Yeah, this match was
there's a lot of like weird spots. Like the slime balls ended up doing like a very like a what's up to
Right. Okay.
Man Bun Jesus, but it was like Sage did it off the bottom rope. Like he ran, hit the bottom rope,
Okay.
and then turned around and headbutted Man Bun
Yeah, it
Jesus in the crotch. That was a little weird. But really, I mean, the real story is at the end of this match. Even though he himself disbanded the Groovy Grizzlies, Aaron Stevens interjected himself into this match and ended up hitting Lord Crew with the briefcase while Lord Crew literally wiped the playing field, took out Tommy, took out Sage, was going to go for Carson because I think Carson was the legal man at the time.
Yep.
And then he went back to the ropes, and all of a sudden you see Aaron up with the briefcase. Bam! So, unfortunately, they did not win. Lord Crew, Man Bun Jesus, and Sam Bill did not win this match, and it went to Slime Balls with Carson Drake. So,
Yeah, unfortunately.
very unfortunate.
Whatever.
I will
Get him an
actually.
intermission.
Yep, it was intermission. I was actually gonna add a little anecdote here because I keep forgetting which way to point. So Mike here and Tommy.
Opposite of what you think.
Yeah, always the opposite way. So Mike here and Tommy actually convinced me to do something I normally would not do. So I've been going Exodus.
Yes. Okay,
for like,
this is a great story.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
I've been going to Exodus since the start. I went to colder weather. Well, that was the first show I went to. And I've been going, quite often. I do like Exodus. I like most of the people there. But my thing that really like I noticed after colder weather was we had an old WWE star, not only in EC3, but in Aaron Stevens, because it took me a little bit to look at him. It took me a little bit, and then the guy, I think I remember at that show, the guy next to me was like, is that Damien Mizdow? And I was like, oh my God. So as most of our, fans here know, I'm a big, figure collector and I love getting my figures signed. So after colder weather, I went on eBay and I found a Damien Mizdow figure in box. And I have taken that figure to every single NEOPro show, just hoping that he'd be, hanging out with the rest of the guys,
Right,
signing
right,
and,
right.
At the merch tables.
At some
Never
point, be
was
able to
he
get
ever
him.
there. He would usually make his appearance, make himself known, and then vanish. So we got to EXO early. And who do we see walk right out the door while we're in line? In his very nice blue tracksuit. And he looked handsome, ravishing, actually. He beelined and went across the street to avoid all the line. And then Tommy and Mike are elbowing me because they know I have this figure in my bag, and I just so happen to have a paint pen. So listen, I didn't want to do it, and then they convinced me to do it. So I walked down the street, kind of where I saw Damien go.
So Tony, real quick. He walks out, he goes across the street and starts. So we're standing here, we're lined up this way. He goes out and starts walking this way down the opposite side of the street, right? And me and Tommy are like, go. He's right there. Just go. And Vince is like, nah.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm not gonna bug him. Nah.
No.
And we're like, dude, you never see him. You've said this multiple times. You brought this figure. You never see the guy. He's right there. The worst he can say is no.
Yeah,
exactly. That's I usually am the one to say that kind of
right.
And
little
Vince,
steal.
at that point, Vince was like, "You're right." Takes off goes across the street and starts kind of following him down the street.
I actually didn't actually cross the street. I saw him cross the street, so he was on the same side of the street we were on. Now this is where it got a little bit weird.
Okay.
Because he went to the end of the block and he took a left, and I was like, okay, and I like kind of made my way there, and then as I was walking, I hit that left and I look and I'm like, huh, he's He's nowhere to be found. So I turned around, started walking back. I saw him in a restaurant.
Oh,
So
okay.
he was trying to order some food. And I was immediately like, nope.
Right.
Not going to go in there, not going to get in line, and not going to be like, tap. Hey there,
Hey.
Mr. Aaron Stevens, will you sign this for me? No, I'm not going to do that. That is just a little too much. So I called Mike to try to see, what should I do? What should I do? And in the time I'm trying to call Mike, I look and he walks out of the door empty handed. And I was like, all right. But he was far enough away from me. Guys, I had to run.
Oh my God.
Run.
So Tony, I tried it, I missed his call. I saw his call. I pulled my phone out and I tried to answer it and I didn't get it in time. So I immediately tried to call him back and he didn't answer. So me and Tommy are looking down the street and we're like, where the fuck is Vince? Where did he go? And then all of a sudden we see Aaron Stevens walking back towards us. No Vince. Again, he's in a Piledriver podcast hoodie. It's still daylight outside a little bit.
Right.
It's not like I wouldn't be able to see him. Where the fuck's Vince? And then all of a sudden, around the corner, here comes Vince. Like a T-1000, dog. Trucking. Catches up to fucking Aaron Misdow or Aaron Stevens before he fucking gets back to the line. And he's like, hey, man, can you sign this?
Very cool.
He signs it.
So
He signs it. That's not even the best part. That's not even the best part of the whole interaction, Tony. Go ahead, Vince. I'm sorry. I won't steal your thunder.
No. I'll let you say that much. I'll say, because I know what you're gonna say. I gotta tell the world one of those moments. I had one of those moments, guys. So I had a paint pen. The paint pen was not working. The signature is not the best, but you know what? It does not matter. He still signed it, and he was, I could tell visibly. He was a little not so happy with the situation,
Right.
but I think he took that moment and was like, you know what? Fine.
One day, motherfuckers ain't gonna want my autograph anymore.
So he did sign it for me. Again, not the best signature. Honestly, I had another paint pen. It was a blue one. I should have had him use that one instead, but I wanted the white, and it's there, and I'm fine. That life happens. But Mike, what did I do?
Best part of the whole interaction, Tony, after he signs this fucking figure for Vince, what's Vince do? He says, thank you. He shakes his hand. Vince reaches in his hoodie pocket and hands Aaron Stevens a mega flyer, baby.
Yes.
Hey,
And he put it in his pocket.
We got a show coming up in a couple weeks. Come check us out.
Fucking champion, Vince.
So I looked at Tommy and because I saw the whole interaction. I saw Aaron Stevens sign the figure, hand it back to Vince, paint pen and all, and then Vince went in the pocket and handed him a fucking flyer. And Tommy was like, "Did he just hand him a flyer?" And I'm like, "Fuck yes, he did."
Yes, bro.
We out here. So
kudos to Vince.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. But let's just get right back into it. So I actually have a blank here. I'm kind of bummed. I did not catch this guy's name.
Sure, we're frozen.
Oh yeah, Vince, you're like this. You're like number one. That's how you're frozen.
I am number one. But this was a match where I was like, I didn't know the guy that he was against, but it was PB Smooth. He came out with our boy Pastor CeeLo. Again, do not know who he fought. I didn't hear the name.
Let me see if it's on their site.
So it kind of sucks. But I will shout out PB on, one, he's a big dude. He did a beautiful leg drop, like Hulk Hogan-esque leg drop. And it was just me and Mike both looked like, damn, that was good.
Yeah, it was pretty. I don't remember. Oh, he fought Leo Fox, didn't he? Yes.
Was it Leo Fox?
He fought Leo Fox, yes.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. I'm more familiar with PB, and I was not familiar with his opponent Leo. So
Leo Fox is a legitimate military veteran. I believe he was in the Army. He's got a great story. He's got a great story. I have massive respect for the dude.
Yes.
he's a pretty solid fucking wrestler too. But the fact he's a hero. That's anybody
Right.
that put their life on this line for this country, in my head at least, is a hero. So massive amounts of respect to Leo. Unfortunately, he came up short. Wasn't able to take the title home. PB, like Vince said, is a fucking machine.
Yeah, I mean, there was actually a point when Pastor CeeLo was calling the shots for PB Smooth and called PB Smooth the last lock him into a master lock. And I was
fucking full Nelson.
So that was cool. And I mean, the ending was pretty neat. It was like a blue tiger bomb or blue liger bomb.
Oh, okay, right.
It was pretty brutal. But yeah, like Mike said, not enough to take down PB Smooth, and in the end, PB does retain. And then this was just, dude, this was crazy because, obviously PB and CeeLo run together, but the big event, like this was on like the poster for this this event. There was a gauntlet that CeeLo was putting on called Dante's Inferno, and this was pitting Dante Casanova against, I want to call it the Four Horsemen. I believe that it was maybe a different name, but I liked calling it the Four Horsemen, even though we had a Four Horsemen back in the WWF era. And this was cool. Like, I'd kind of never seen anything like this. So the good pastor, he would say how much he spent on each wrestler, introduce them, and then pit him against Dante. We started with Ashton Adonis, which we only need one Ashton, guys. So I mean, but that's just me being a jokester here.
Quick victory for Casanova in this first one, and the second guy I think was my favorite,
Harley T. Morris. He is a Timu Ric Flair.
He was funny, Tony.
Comes out in the robe and everything.
He came out like he's beautiful, like he's so beautiful. I want you to look up a picture of this guy because he looks great.
Again, real quick. Just to interject, Dante Casanova does this like wild, like running, charging, like rope to lariat.
So
like
Tony, imagine like Braun Breaker, but like how Chris Onyx gets him down and Claymore to the back of the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Casanova gets him down like that, but then he Braun Breakers the ropes twice, and then throws like a fucking like a hidden blade in the back of the neck.
And that's so he ended both those matches this way. This next match, though, the third one out of the grouping, huh?
This dude was a machine. This Mammoth guy.
I don't know his last name. All I got was Donovan, but I called him Donovan Mammoth because he literally had Mammoth down the back of his singlet. This dude was killer. Like,
he was great.
I was just so surprised because, again, if I'm not familiar with you, this is the first time seeing somebody. I was like, damn, bro, you came in hot. He did a huge splash. Then he back rolled and hit him with the spear, in the corner. I was like,
he ran at him and hit him with a stinger splash. And when he fucking landed, he did a beautiful back roll. I'm talking, he's like,
dude, he's big.
He was like Disco Dust inside.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And he ran with this big splash, rolled back, hit him with a beautiful back roll, and then came in and hit him with that spear in the corner. You know what I'm saying? That knocks your ass into the
Yeah,
like a second rope. And
great sequence, dude, by him. I was very impressed by this guy.
He also he countered a clothesline from Dante and ended up getting him with a big crossbody. Like, they were running at each other and then missed, and then when they came back, Donovan jumped and just crossbodied him from flat.
Shit.
Yeah. This one definitely wasn't a walk in the park like the other.
Wasn't easy.
Got it.
The end of this one, though, kind of the same way the other ones ended. Donovan missed a swanton, like just nobody home, and then Dante hit that like you said, the hidden blade,
Yeah, the
But
hidden blade. I don't know what he calls it, but that's that's what
Right,
it looks
but
like to me.
what it
probably,
is.
probably got like a cat name or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he is the Jaguar.
He's the Jaguar.
Got it.
So.
So-
Yeah. So Dante, or my bad. Donovan did not succeed. And then this was honestly like, this is why I love CeeLo, man. Because I don't know if he probably had this plan. He goes, I'm down to my last dollar, and he pulls a dollar out of his pocket. And I was like, yo, is he about to get in? Like, is CeeLo about to get in this? Nope. He called it. He called out PB Smooth. The right away, Dante comes running at PB, and PB picked Dante up and threw him off the stage, like past the stairs.
Damn.
That was awesome. And then the end of the match, because it was back and forth. It was back and forth. Like Dante had enough gas in his gas in his tank, and so did PB, because they've been, PB already wrestled once. Dante's wrestled 3 times, and it was kind of back to back even. So CeeLo had to interject a little bit, and he ended up hitting Casanova in the back of the head with the Bible.
The big thing here, getting caught by the referee,
Right.
disqualified PB Smooth from the match. Dante Casanova wins Dante's Inferno Gauntlet and now gets a shot at PB Smooth for the NWA Midwest Championship in January.
The next segment, I think I'm just gonna pass on unless you want to hit. You want me to hit it, Mike?
I don't remember what it is. I'm ready to talk about NEOPro.
Okay, well,
let's show.
Yeah, let's do that then.
We had La Princesa Tiffany Nieves. She defended her title against Maya World, I believe was her name, Vince.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Maya was pretty solid, in my opinion.
That cartwheel to forearm was sick by her.
Yeah, she was good. She did I thought she was gonna do like a cartwheel, kind of in the corner thing, and she cartwheeled through a Tyreek style forearm. It was beautiful. She wasn't able to pick up the win. Not a real big fan of Tiffany Nieves, but the story here was, I believe it was Kylie Ray, one of the NWA champions, was guest commentary.
Yep.
She's the women's champion NWA, and her and Tiffany Nieves ended up face to face on the stage to end that.
Got it.
Face to face, belt to belt. That was kind
of
interesting.
I would say, yeah, that was the coolest part of that match. Main event was supposed to be a triple threat. It ended up turning into a 3-on-2 tag team match where TME came out to team with Richard Holiday to take on the team of EC3 and Tom Latimer. In my opinion, this was bullshit. We were supposed to get an NWA heavyweight championship match, and somehow it turned into a 3-on-2 handicap match. Trash.
Richard Holiday is the worst. I'm sorry. Like, and I try to keep my opinions like that very to myself, but I just don't like him. So,
well, another thing too is, and I don't know if maybe they didn't have enough going on tonight. Like, I don't know, or that night we saw TME twice. They wrestled twice.
Saw PB Smooth twice.
We saw PB Smooth wrestle twice.
We saw Casanova 4 times.
That's crazy.
Wrestle a gauntlet match. All right. So, and I understand the premise of the gauntlet match, sure. But the other guys, did you not have anybody else that wanted to help Richard Holiday? Is he that, or it just didn't make sense to me. I don't know, so again, it was like they had a lack of talent, I guess, that in the show, during that show. The show was okay, in my opinion. Like Vince has said before, I'm not really a big fan of the venue. I don't like where the food / bar / merch area is, because it's all congested. You can't get somebody goes in there to get food, but these dudes are over here trying to meet wrestlers or get merch or whatever. It's just it's a cluster. Right. As far as wrestling on the show, it was okay. In my opinion, the mega guys did the best. The guys we see around normally did the best. The guys that I don't normally see that did, in my opinion, did a great job. Casanova. Props to him. Great job by him.
Same with Leo Fox. 2.
Same with Leo Fox.
And Trevor Murdoch.
Pastor CeeLo looks
And Trevor
great.
Murdoch, yeah.
Pastor CeeLo played the managerial role amazingly. Overall, I'm not a big fan of Exodus, maybe not as much as Vince is. I have been to a lot of Exodus shows. I haven't missed one, but that's because, I go to support the people I care about. All said and done, I'm going to give this show a 2.25. I was, Once again, I felt like the Piledriver podcast steered the crowd. And that if we weren't there, it probably would have been a lot quieter.
Yeah, for sure. We always talk about it on the way home, and I stuck with my number this time. So I gave Usual Suspects a 3.
Facts.
So again, it was a good show. There was highlights, there was downfalls. I've been trying not to use the word botch as much. There were some, hiccups. Let's use that word.
Some miscues. And I agree. At one point, though, we saw a couple. I forget who it was, and I can't name names, and I can't name names on who, jacked up to. But some points we saw a couple bobbles, and the person that bobbled or the person that was working with the bobbler, they adjusted beautifully. So that if you weren't one of us, Tony, you wouldn't have seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't notice. And that's good stuff. We got yelled at for passing out mega flyers after the show.
Yep. And I will cordially apologize to both Noah and Gary and the rest of the guys. Next time we will be more vocal on what we are doing. So, no harm, no foul. We did talk to Noah about it. He didn't seem too upset about it. I've always been raised as the, do something and ask for forgiveness later. So again, apologies.
Sorry. But yeah, it is what it is. Exodus was solid. They will be back in January for, I believe it's Begin Again is the name of it.
Yeah, I think I Begin something. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It's right here. Yes, Begin Again.
Begin
Again.
Got TME.
Full circle.
I would say it's got TMEs on the poster. You got Maya World on the poster. Brandon Beretta, Tiffany Nieves.
I think I saw PB on there.
PB, Lord Crew, Dante Casanova, the NWA Women's Champion, Kylie Ray, and EC3. So, it is what it is. But let's talk about the show we have coming up. Oh, real quick, since he's in here, and he popped in and he says, as usual, Mega shuts it down for ladies and gentlemen don't know, that is the one and only great Shogun down there. The Piledriver exclusive that is locked in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I was sent a message by the boss before we started the show. The next match announced for Mega Night of Champions. The Mega title will be on the line as Tyreek Kalam defends against Shogun Jackson Stone.
What?
Oh,
Shogun's trying to beat Shogun 2 belts out here.
2 belts, yeah.
And this is a tough one for Kalam, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't got your tickets for Night of Champions, get your tickets. I believe last time we heard there was like 9 front row tickets sold out or left. General admission still available. We have some general admission here at the Piledriver, and we do have 2 front row tickets available. So if Mega Championship makes, I have 2 front row left. Yep. So yes. So I cannot wait for this. Another match added to this already phenomenal card. The Baddies Championship on the line. Sebastian LaShawn going against Storm Garcon. And the Mega Tag Team titles on the line in a fatal 4-way TLC match.
I'm so excited for that. Oh, my God.
And
that's going to be sick.
Not only that, I'm really excited for this one. A match that has no stipulation except respect on the freaking line. Chris Cole going one-on-one with Lamont. Is it Lamont Williams, I believe? If I got it wrong, I'm pretty sure
I
it
do
was.
believe
Okay.
it's Lamont Williams. Yes.
Mont Williams, yeah.
And this is so just so people understand this. This is actually a trainer versus trainer fight.
Yes.
That's a huge thing. Like huge.
Yeah. Cole was my
yeah.
original trainer, so I have like some
Tony's got some skin in the game here.
Yeah. Let's go.
But yeah, so this is gonna be a banger. I'm not. It's not really familiar. It's Lou Gotti.
Oh, it's Lou Gotti. Okay,
it's Lou Gotti.
That's right, because that was his old. I think
that was his old name. So yeah,
name.
I fucked up. Lou Gotti, Chris Cole, 1-on-1. This is a match for the ages right here. So again, get your tickets. Get your tickets right now. Next, like I said at the beginning of the show, this weekend we are back at Stark County Fairgrounds. And Tony put this up. So we got this fancy thing going on here that it looks like Tony made, and this is phenomenal. So kudos to Tony. We're just going to talk about them in the order that they pop up on the slides. I mean,
I'm not even sure what I put them
in. This match is the one. This is one of the 2 steel cage matches on the show, on the card. Matthew Taylor, the Beast Man, and recently WWE ID'd Sam Holloway in a War Games style steel cage match against Uncle Wilbur, Dontavio, and a partner that has yet to be named. We've said this before in the promos. It's doing this kind of thing. Can I move me over here? See, I wish I could move us over here. Anyways, it's this thing in the promo. This right here is the big indicator to me of who the partner is going to be.
Batista. I mean, what?
I can't wait.
Who else could it be, right?
I hope that I'm right. I hope that it's him. And I hope, because if it is him, Tony, if it is, we're getting at least 3 of them. We're getting at least 3 Piledrivers, baby.
Let's go.
So the rules for the all-out war. 2 competitors begin for 5 minutes. At that point, a member of the advantage team will enter every 3 minutes thereafter. Member of alternate, they will enter alternatively until all 6 competitors have entered the match. And that's officially when all-out war begins.
That's awesome.
Victory is only obtained by surrender.
Whoa.
What? Yes.
So I'm wondering if this is like an I quit style. Like you have to get all 3 of them to quit.
Well, that's like the old school War Games matches. Like they have to surrender. Like they can't just like tap out or something. They have to say, no, we give up, so.
Yeah. So this is going to be just absolutely phenomenal. Coming in next, we have a tag team match. We saw Mikey Montgomery win that IWG title at the last show at Quaker Hall and then proceed to get jumped in the parking lot by Sydney and Zay Garcia. Well, the lone cowboy, Shelby Wilder, has showed up to help, and now they will team up, him and Mikey Montgomery, against Sydney and Zay. And, I'm a very big fan of Shelby Wilder, but I'm also a very big fan of Zay Garcia. Zay Garcia, Tony, is not afraid.
He's a brutal dude. He's like kind of like
got it right.
I mean, to me, if you wanted me to describe him, he's like definitely like a brawler.
Yes. Like he's a street fighter type guy. So this match should be fire.
Oh yeah, when you have Mikey Montgomery in the building, he's gonna go upside down, every which way. He's a high flyer. He's
I really like Mikey. Yeah,
we have seen people jump off stuff at Stark County Fairgrounds before, so Mikey being there definitely could take that up a level. This next match just recently added a 6-man eliminator. Boy, there are some names in this one. Justin Maine makes his return to NEOPro. Jake Ely, the Thunderbird, also making his return. J-Rock Daddy making his NEOPro debut. Trey Lamar returning. Jimmy Shane looking to make a comeback after multiple losses. And Isaiah Prince, who we saw go against Sam Holloway at, Curse of Quaker Hall. We saw him show up in the Battle Royal.
He's a big meaty man.
Yeah.
This match is full of studs. I don't even know who we could even pretend to pick in this one. I mean, you can't count out Jimmy Shane.
I was gonna say Jimmy's kind of got like a vendetta going on right now, so like
against
he's
everybody.
gonna do anything to get a dub.
So that should be another exciting match. The tag team championships will be on the line as Cash Inc. makes their first title defense against WTF. Now, the big story here is Pure Trash Ron Mathis being severely injured and having to have surgery. Bruce Gray went out and found a partner, and I can't remember the name off my top of my head. They put his name in the show thing, but they did not put it on this.
Maybe I picked the wrong
graphics. No, that's all right. They didn't put it on this graphic. But yeah, they had to go out and get him to come in. Look, it's not even telling me now.
Tyler Vox?
Is it Vox? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought it was, but I didn't want to call it wrong. So I believed it was Tyler Vox before I started.
Jason,
so Tyler Vox. Yes. White Trash Forever. Makes sense. Okay. Makes sense.
Oh, that's awesome. I definitely thought it was just like the usual WTF. White Trash Forever is a banger of a name, bro.
Yeah.
So White Trash Forever.
Also, what's good, Jason?
Brucey and Tyler Vox going up against Cash Inc. trying to take those titles. Cash Inc. trying to successfully defend them for the first time.
This is a match right here. This is
this one right here.
This
buddy.
Is gonna be
this one right here, buddy. Jessica Havoc makes her return to take on the NEOPro Wrestling Women's Champion Megan Myers in an unsanctioned street fight. What did Jason say? Jason said something. He got flagged for community guidelines.
Oh, no.
The WTF?
No, it's still there. The whole reason I've advertised. Oh, he did get. Okay, maybe it just didn't take it from my thing. That's funny.
Yeah, maybe it's on the Facebook feed.
So yeah, Megan Myers defending her title against Jessica Havoc in an unsanctioned street fight. Buddy, this is scary. I'm scared for Megan here. Jessica Havoc has came out and said she wants that title, and she's gonna essentially do whatever she has to do to get it, man.
Dude, she's brutal too, man. So
yeah.
I just wow. And then last but most certainly not least, your main event of the evening is another steel cage match where hopefully, with my fingers and toes crossed all at the same damn time,
I even got my tongue tied here.
Ashton Day can finally take the title off of this piece of trash, Patrick Hayes. I don't know if you saw this promo. I will. I don't know if you saw this latest promo, okay? First of all, he looked like he was at like a train yard. Bomb. Yeah. Second of all, he sounded like he's been a little he sounded like he was a little scared and that he had definitely had a few libations at the train yard. Somebody get this man a bandana and a stick so he can tie his shit to it and get his bum ass out of here.
Damn. I might have to cut that promo, man, and then post it.
Ultra Star Ashton Day walking out of the cage, hands down, brand new. We've been calling it for weeks. Unfortunately, Patrick has found a slimy way to weasel out of every opportunity. This is the end of it.
Can't get out of the cage.
Nobody else in the cage. Nobody in, nobody out. 1-on-1. Ashton Day versus Patrick Hayes.
I'm excited.
And Ashton's got to be feeling good coming out of the match he had at Exodus.
Jason, if you're still in the chat, man, if I jump the barrier and after Ashton wins, I'm sorry in advance.
I mean, if Vince does it, I'm doing it too. So.
I mean, yeah, if both of those guys are going, I'm going. So.
Sorry.
Well, there goes one. Well, there goes the other. Well, they're all gone.
But they can't hurt him. They can't stop themselves.
Again, this Saturday, NEOPro Endgame is live at Stark County Fairgrounds. Get your tickets. Front rows sold out. We say this every time we talk about Nick. He said Nick might tackle you. Just saying.
I'll take a tackle.
Caitlin said, y'all about to make my husband run. Big Don can't catch me, baby. This Saturday, NEOPro's back. We say this every time we talk about a NEOPro show, especially at the Stark County Fairgrounds. Front row sold out. You can sit behind us. That's all I'm going to say to you. Make sure you get your tickets. General admission is still available. It has not sold out yet, but it definitely might. So make sure you get your tickets. She said he's faster than you think he is. That's fine. I'm faster than you think I am. This Saturday, catch up with us. If you see us, say hey. It's, I can't wait. It's NEOPro always gives us good stuff. They always put on a show for us. And real quick before we get out of here, I do want to say something non-wrestling related. I want to just send some flowers out to one of our good buddies, Chris. We see him all the time at Neo shows. He recently lost somebody. So I want to send some prayers and let you know we're thinking about you, brother, and hopefully we'll see you this Saturday, man. But I have nothing left to give. I have nothing left to say for this evening. Vince, do you have anything?
Yeah, of course I got some flowers to give. And this one wasn't as easy as it usually is. This one was I kind of had to dig for this one. So my flowers are actually going to these guys right here. Mike, Tony. I did the wrong way. Mike and Tony. I've been having a rough go at things lately, and you guys have been pulling me up by my, bootstraps and my you just guys have been helping me out a lot, and I want to thank you both from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, brothers. I love you both.
Anytime, you are welcome, my friend. That is what we are here for. I love you too. As we always say, make sure you check out Thursday Night Turmoil this week.
Oh yeah,
we do have a special thing going on, and I'm really, really excited about it. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna tell them. So as we know, your boy's been reffing for Mega Championship Wrestling. What you don't know is that the man below me has also been training to be a referee, and this Thursday, our good boy Vince will be making his referee debut live on Thursday Night Turmoil. Make sure you tune in and check us out. Piledriver's taking over, baby. Make sure you get your tickets for NEOPro. General admission still available. Make sure you get your tickets for Mega Championship Wrestling Night of Champions, December 14th. Lorain County Community College. Plenty of great matches. Titles on the line, as announced tonight. Kalam going 1-on-1 with Shogun.
That's going to be so awesome.
Oh, so meaty man slapping meat.
I can't wait for this one. It's going to be great. I can't wait to see all of our friends this weekend. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to us tonight. Thank you, comment section, for hanging out and talking with us. Thank you, everybody, for liking and sharing. If you're watching us on YouTube, go down and hit the subscribe button down there. Comment, all that stuff. It helps you boys out. We definitely appreciate it. If you're not watching on YouTube, all you people in the comments over here, go follow your boys on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. We'd appreciate it. We will see you all on Thursday night. And if we don't see you Thursday night, we will see you Saturday at NEOPro. Later, y'all.